Hi, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're watching me from. My name is Stella Onyinyechuku. I'm a fashion designer. I based in Delta State, Nigeria, Asaba precisely. So that is where I do my fashion business. And today I want to tell us something that so many tailors are neglecting and is really frustrating our work. So I'm saying this based on experience. It's not based on what I read in the book or anything. I'm practically teaching things that helped me in this business and things that I thought is nothing but is actually something. And some people at times they'll tell you that it doesn't matter, but it really matters. And when you follow up those top fashion designers, you see that they do it and it really matters a lot. And some of the things that will help us in this industry too, if you really want to grow like Mickey James, Prudence, Izzy, and so many of them, if you really want to be like them, and if you really want your works to come out well, there are things that you need to do. Stop running your business like others. Stop running your business according to social media. No, do the things that works. Don't do it because someone is doing it and it's working for the person. You are not there. You are not sure. So do the things that work. And some of the points, I wrote them down. So I tagged them things you must do to avoid being dragged as a fashion designer. Like things you must do to avoid being dragged as a fashion designer. So not after putting all the works, doing everything, at the end of the day, someone will say, she did not treat me well, this one, that one. So there are things that you need to put in place. Sewing, knowing how to sew is not enough. Yes, and you'll bear me witness that knowing how to sew is not enough. If it is enough, nobody will drag Imagine by Bukola, yes, because she knows how to sew. But there are things that you need to do. There are things that our top fashion designers are doing that we need to emulate. So some of the thing is, I have 10 points here. So I'm using my book because I don't want to forget the points. So, and before I say it, so please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So please, because I'll be sharing some of the things that helped me in this fashion industry and things that you need to do to grow. It's not about sewing business. It's not about, you need to know some secrets that make the top designers to be where they are. So you need to know it, and when you know it, it will help you to grow. So this is all about setting structures and systems. So that is all this is all about. It's about setting structures and systems, the business side of fashion. So number one thing you need to know as a fashion designer, yes, as a professional fashion designer, number one thing you need to know that you have to take accurate body measurements. Yes, whether the person is abroad, the person is in the United States, the person is in Canada, please take your measurements. Yes, don't assume that the person's measurements, everybody are not the same. Yes, every shapes are not the same. Like now my bust is 34, my hip is 37. Someone might have the same hip of 37, bust 34, but tummy might be 26 or tummy 34. So now, now you assume that the person here, because the shape is like this, is this. No, some people they have flat tummy, some people they don't have flat tummy, some people their body is just straight like this, some people they don't have straight body, their shape is wonderful. So that's why you need to take your measurements. Tell the person to come for measurement. And please, when you are sewing a bridal clothes or any clothes that you know that is expensive, like it's very expensive, please don't allow any tailor to take measurements for you. Tell the person to come to your shop or to come to your place, or you go to the person's place for measurement. Then if the person is out of town or is out of country that you cannot take the person's measurement, do visual measurements. Call the person on video call. Tell the person to go and buy tape rule. Tape is not expensive. It's like 200. The highest it can be anywhere in the world is 500. And I know there's no more than that. So tell the person to buy tape rule. Then you call the person on video call. Then when you call the person on video call, you measure, you show the person what to do. Show the person, okay, shoulder, you do it like this. You can use somebody. Yes, have a model. As you are doing it, your customer is doing it too. So tell your customer to call someone too that can help her and do the measurement very well. So when you use your model, you tell the customer, okay, the shoulder is this, do it like this, look what I'm doing from here to here, then from shoulder to bust is from here to here, from shoulder to under bust is here, then your waist, your hip, your everything. So call the person on video call instead of telling the person, meet a tailor to measure you and then send me the measurement. It doesn't work that way, because at the end of the day, you might not understand the measurements, and the tailor that took the measurements might not do it well. So take your measurements, make sure that you take it by yourself, either physical or online. Take your measurement. Don't assume measurements. Don't guess measurements. You are not a magician. Yes, all the top designers, they take measurements. Don't be fooled by all those people that say, my customer is out of the country and I sew without measurement and the thing still fit perfectly. It's a lie. It is a lie, a big lie. Please, the only time you can say, okay, let me sew without measurement is when you are sewing free clothes. Yes, something that is free. Yes, you can just sew it free or anything. So all these boo gown, free trouser with elastic band. Yes, you can sew that one without measurement. It will fit perfectly. Yes, I've even sew fitted trouser without measurement. But you see custom made clothes, bridal clothes, ashebi, corset, all those things, anything fitted, anything prom, anything custom made, please take your measurement. So that's the number one thing you need to know for you not to be dragged and for you not to be disgraced, for you not to lose premium customers. So number one thing is always make sure that you take your measurement. And then number two thing is this. Make sure that your customer comes for fitting. Yes, especially when it's a beaded or custom made dress. Some people say, I have customer that is facing abroad, but they didn't come for fitting and the clothes still fit this one, that one. Please, don't listen to any people. Can lie very well on social media. You see, the social media, people can lie. So you don't have to believe people. or believe that yes, so since it's working for this person, it will work for me. No, please let them come for fitting. You can do first fitting, second fitting, third fitting, fourth fitting. It doesn't concern anybody. As far as you that fitting, that snatch, you've seen it. Yes, keep doing fittings. Let the person come for fitting, and if the person let the person come on time, like in the morning. Yeah, sacrifice that day for the person. The person should come in the morning so that if the thing didn't fit well, you can adjust it. Maybe that only one day set is enough for the person to do everything. Adjust it and make sure that the clothes is sitting well. Don't be shy of fittings. Yes, some of you, when you do that fitting, it will look as if you don't know how to sew, or no. Top designers, once they are behind the process, they will tell you when she came for first fitting, when she came for second fitting. Please do your fittings. Yes, it's your job. You have to be perfect. You have to do it because body changes. Some people they add easily and some people they reduce easily. So what if you take measurement today is 35? Custom made clothes, you don't do it 1 week. You collect the clothes ahead of time, like 2 months, 3 months. So what if the person is 35 today and tomorrow or close to the wedding day, the person is now 20 or 30 because of stress, or the person is added because of anything? So you have to do fittings so that you see what you are getting for first before bidding and all those rishi. So the second thing is do your fittings. Okay, another question is this: what if the person is outside the country? What you will do? This is the secret. This is what some people do, and they'll tell you, my customer is outside the country, but we didn't do fitting and it fit perfectly. Lies. They will not tell you the truth. How to do fittings for customer that is outside the country is what you do is, after doing that video call measurement, that visual measurement, what you do is this: go and look for customers that fit exactly. Someone that look for a model that has exactly the same shape, everything. If it means going to the street, your street, one by one, and taking people's measurement, or your church member, use your church member and take their measurement until you find the exact measurement or something close. Someone that is hip 40 can wear clothes of 39. Yes, the person can also wear clothes of 41. These 3 people can wear the same clothes. So you look for someone that exactly or almost the same. Then look for that person and use that person as model. The least you can do is just find the person something. Maybe you can dash the person money or buy the person lunch or anything for the person to become. Anytime the person comes for fitting, make sure that you give the person something so that the person will be happy, because fitting is not always easy. So look for someone that matches exactly, that is exactly the same measurement or close to, something like that. You can also use yourself if you're the same measurement with the person. So whenever you just send clothes like that and assume that the clothes will be fine, no. Take measurements, visual or physical measurement. If the person is not around for fitting, then look for someone, a model. It must not be all those top models that you go and pay. No, look for someone in your church, someone in your street, your neighbor, your friends that have the same measurement with them. Let them do the fitting for you, starting from the first fitting, second fitting, third fitting, and till after you finish making the clothes. Yes, make sure that the thing is perfectly fine before sending it out. So that is the secret. That is the second point, fitting. So if the person is around, the person can come. That one is easy and everything. And if the person is not around, use someone, please.